Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Bomb has been defused.
Player 1 on the CT side default, he's going to play A site, and I'm going to show you guys how I would play it. If you want to smoke A main off early, I usually get in the corner here of the truck, and you can't back up anymore, and I put my crosshair at this white line right above the Y, and it will smoke A main. And it's actually deep enough where you could actually creep, you can get in the smoke and creep behind it, and so they can't see you, and actually you can jump up here and see the guys back here, and it's really hard for them to see you. But there could be a guy at the box, and you can't see him, and he might be able to see you, depending on the angle if you stand up or not. So you got to be aware of that. You don't always have to throw that smoke, but it definitely stops like early aggression of them just rushing in. After that, you know, I would play like jump spot angles. Like you can jump spot in here, and you can see them in A main if they're coming. You can even do it at quad. The only way you can do it at quad, though, is if you have mid control still. So you can jump here. But if you don't have mid control, then you should do it from sight, or you might die from highway. Say if they're executing A, there's a couple flashes that can help you. You can throw this flash, and it will bounce in front. So like land here. So like if I throw an 80, you'll see it. It's the same thing. It pops here. You can throw another flash over here, which is pretty good too. Especially if there's a smoke highway, they don't see it coming. So there'll be a smoke here, and if you throw it, it'll go right through the flash here, or right through the smoke. You should also have a guy highway that can throw flashes in front red for you. And what you want to do off these flashes, especially your teammates, is you can peek off them. I wouldn't really peek off this one, but you definitely can peek off this one. They won't see that one coming, or the one if your teammate's throwing one from highway, and you can peek and get kills here. Also, if you don't have a smoke, not smoke, if you don't have a flash and you saved your smoke, you can throw a smoke here and it will delay them. And then after that, if you're not going to challenge them anymore, a good spot to play is like here, because then if you get blind from one of their flashes, you can hide in here, or even spawn wall. There should be a smoke there. Only way you can really die is that they spam you perfectly through the smoke, which is pretty unfortunate. But that's what player 1 does. Player 2 on the CT side default, he's going to be one playing highway. So usually off spawn, you're going to come mid first, and you're going to throw a smoke mid. Just to stop anyone running out here. So you smoke mid, and then pretty much you're just going to be sitting highway, and you can really watch them run out of smoke here. You also say you're going to have a teammate in Z, so say if he's like they're a boost, or one guy's fighting boost, you can jump onto that box and help shoot here. You also can throw a flash above Z, so you can peek with it. If you have a teammate in vent on B side, you can throw a flash over the vent so that they can peek with that. And if they rush A, you also can throw a flash in front of red so they can peek with that. So pretty much you're like the support player supporting a lot of the players that be helping mid or A. And rotation-wise, say if they're hitting A, you throw a flash there. A good thing to do is, especially if you have a teammate that mollies fork, you can get behind fork like this and help. Also a good thing to do is if your teammate's in sight, say if the other team doesn't have mollies or anything, he's playing quad, a good thing to do is run in sight with them and help, because he's going to need a lot of help, especially if they're just running in. Another good spot is catwalk. So like if you have a guy quad, you shoot the guys both coming in here. And other than that, you really just help throwing nades to help your teammates, succeed in getting kills. Player 3 is going to be usually your upper. He's going to be holding mid. And so what happens is after your player smokes mid, or your player 2, guy playing highway, you want to be able to molly boost to stop them just running out boost in the beginning. Oh, not like that, sorry. And you want to throw it on top of the boost, so it's on top of the roof there, so they can't come out. And pretty much when the molly fades, you want to be able to hold it. So you're just holding boost, especially with the smoke there. And then when the smoke's about to clear, you want to re-smoke mid. So you're going to keep mid smoked, so it stops them from just running out there, and it keeps you covered so you can hold boost all the time. But as soon as the smoke clears, you have to hold mid more. So pretty much the guy that's highway with you is going to play more off sound for the guys coming out boost and dropping. But say if the guy highway does throw, or does hear people come out boost, he can throw a flash you above up here, and now you can peek this and try to get an easy frag for hopefully one of them blind. But say if they do smoke you off here, now you have to pretty much rotate to either A or B. Usually A is the best bet, because now you can opt mid side from quad. So like you'd be holding highway like this now. So anyone that's trying to cross the Z or coming on top of the box here should be a pretty easy kill. But say also rotating, say they don't even go mid, they're just going A. Pretty much the best way to do is go truck, and you can watch fork, like the people running here. You can throw flashes in front red from here. You actually can throw one above them up there, and it won't get your teammates. It will just blind them. So pretty much now you're just anchoring. You want to anchor like one position. So like you want to make sure you can hold them not pushing here. I mean, you can't obviously stop them from just hiding behind it, but you can hold people from just trying to run here and shoot your teammates. And then when you guys clear this spot out, then you can come more in highway, like more against the spawn wall and watch the quad box here and stuff like that. So pretty much as soon as they don't come in, you turn to more of a support player. And I'll say if they go B, a good flash to throw is, say they're running in the B and you have teammates inside, you throw one from heaven right here. And this will blind people running in here, and they shouldn't blind your teammates behind the box. So pretty much you're just helping each site after they don't have mid control. Player 4, on the default, it's going to be a B player. It's going to be like the rotator B. So what I usually do is pretty much I'm going to use my smoke first at B, only if my teammate's not opping. So say if I have a teammate opping, I want smoke B so he can pick B. But say if he doesn't have an op, most people don't, you can just throw a smoke here, and it will smoke off B main. And this allows you to fall into checker here, even boost in vent if you want. Sometimes there's a little hole here if you don't throw it, closer. But usually people don't come running here anyway, so you can boost vent, or you can get boosted in vent. Then, say if you don't get boosted vent, you don't want to do it every round. You want to be able to have flashes out. So you're going to have another teammate hopefully in checker. And what you can do is you can play sight in the beginning. You can play pop flash setup. So a good pop flash would be like here. Your teammate calls it, you throw a flash, and it will blind anyone coming in. He can peek from checker or even this side checker. Say if your teammate is opping though, say if he has like an op here, and he has all B, now you can go back to Z, or you can play mid with your teammates, or you go back to A. Pretty much you would have to go off your teammate's communication. Now say let's say if you do go in vents, pretty much what you're gonna do is you don't want to boost, you can hide here, they can't see you if they run straight out. But it's kind of like if you don't kill the guy instantly, you're pretty much going to die. You're going to trade it pretty quickly. So what I like to do is I usually just hide here. And then I call for flashes for my highway guy to throw a flash over vent. And then I can peek out here. And if I have my teammate and he's in sight and I hear them coming B, he can throw the flash here and I can jump out vent and kill them. So that's a good setup there. And pretty much this guy's just supporting the B guy and the mid guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Player 5 is going to be the anchor at B guys. So pretty much, he's going to have his teammate smoke B main off from him, and then I would just get in checker. And pretty much you're just going to keep delaying them coming from B. So say if there's once your smoke clears, you want to be able to re-smoke it. So usually you can just peek and smoke it if the smoke's about to fade. But say if you time it wrong, you can bounce it off this box here. It'll do the same thing. So pretty much you would just hold the angle here to make sure they're not running through the smoke. As soon as the smoke starts fading, you can throw a pop flash here to clear it if you feel like they're behind the smoke. So you just back up against the back wall here, throw it against this line, it'll go through, and you can peek, get information. But most ideal thing to do is just go back in sight, and you want to save your flashes so you can delay them when you hear them coming in, because you're here by yourself most likely. So like a good thing to do is if your teammates can't throw a flash for you, say if your rotator dies, you can throw flashes off like this. You can even bounce it off in front of you, and it will all go in front of the box here, so you can peek with them. It actually gives you a lot of, pretty easy picks here with the flashes, and you're delaying them. But say if for some reason you're opping, because you can op B at the same time, a good thing to get easy picks is you can see here, and you get a lot of information here. So like, you see with them running in, you get a kill, you can fall back, you can even smoke B main off, delay them even more. Another good thing to do is if you come here, you can get a pick here. There's gonna be a smoke there right now, but when the smoke clears, you can get this angle. You can get them crossing in the sunroom. I'll show you guys here in a second. So another spot is here. It's a good spot for sunroom because a lot of people like to cross sunroom. And once you get these picks, you need to use your flashes to get out, to delay them even more and get back in the site.